Evil fossil, I have come for you.
True.
Interview
Um,
me.
I appreciate your presence. I appreciate you responding to my summons. I've done so because I've caught sight of you. And I attempt to assess the way I see you navigate the divine order I've seen constructed before me. Um, I will leave our interview up for interpretation as you navigate the maze of ideas and articulation that I will try to extract from both of us in our uh, current grace and comprehension of each other. I would
Mm-hmm.
like to put that. Like I said, the stage of this interview will be it's based around and built around um my perception of you, my shared perception, or one that I believe I have of us becoming more involved with the social network,
Mm-hmm.
the internet. Uh, there's a lot of labels and structures I could point to for to like you know to mirror this parallel in my language, but I will attempt to come to some agreement through this questionnaire. If you have any questions as to how it's relevant or how or things that you yourself would like to explore because of my inquiry, just be please. Um, this is a sort of a parlay or a surrender to your narrative. Um, so don't be yeah, you don't have to be shy when it comes to under like
I will
inquiry.
resist the evil temptation.
Okay, I understand. I appreciate your assessment of what I was saying. So
Wait,
it's
wait.
called. Well, let me see.
Can I see you?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My fault.
Wait, I didn't turn on my cam.
You
Here you
forget
go.
me. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, excellent. You can see me.
Yeah.
Or let me see. I wish there was a way I could just give you my camera instead of my virtual
Are
cam.
you using OBS?
Yeah.
All right.
When I
Go
do
to.
look, when I go straight to my cam link 4K for my video, it doesn't let me stream directly from there.
No, no. You go to. Hello. All right. I hear you. All right. So you gotta go to on OBS. Are you using OBS?
Okay. No, that's fine. Um, what's up, son? My bad.
Are you using OBS?
Yeah, I'm using OBS.
All right.
And
So next to where it says Start Virtual Camera or Stop Virtual Camera, click on that little gear, and then you change the output type to Source, and then it'll just be your camera.
awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But then it all right, I think I know what you were saying, but I kind of I what I wanted was I wanted Discord camera for you to
Yeah.
be me, and then I wanted on my stream to be
Yeah. That's what
put
I'm
showing
saying.
both of
So,
Okay.
so when you go when you're on Discord earlier a second ago, you were using virtual camera. You clicked the virtual camera option, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in OBS, where it says Start Virtual Camera, next to that there's a little gear, right? And if there isn't, that means you aren't updated, like within like the past.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yeah. You click that little gear, and then you click Source. Input type, click Source.
What about output selection? What that should be?
Let me see what happens. Output selection, video capture device.
Okay, so the cam. Okay.
Yep, and then source. All right, perfect.
Nice. All right, good. Yeah, good looks. All right, that was awesome. Thank you for your assistance.
You're
I'm
welcome, Evo
fed
Fossil.
up with some of that grace from you. All right, so what I would like to start with you is that I want you to describe to me what the social network is. I know if you recall that conversation, you taught me that there was like a almost systematic social hierarchy built from like who you know and who basically clicks or tweets your things. What are you referring to when you enlighten me about that?
Uh, I don't know. Um, I don't know what I was saying. No idea. I
Really? What do
don't
you
remember.
mean? All right. So all right. So what do you think that structure is made of? Like, what do you think that is that that you're interacting with? Because,
Just
well,
social media.
yeah,
I think that a streamer is to social media like a fish is to water.
okay, excellent analogy. So, but why? How? So, if the streamer, so what agency does the streamer have over its shape as a fish and its survival?
You can pick which pond you're jumping in. So you can pick which social media. It's all gonna take up your time and attention, and it's all gonna make you more mentally ill, and it's all gonna suck the life out of you a little bit more. You know?
But you have to choose. Do you have to choose in the first place?
Yeah, yeah,
You do.
yeah. First, YouTube itself or Twitch is social media,
Okay.
and then from there, you're gonna need some other shit. You probably use Discord or something. You probably use Twitter and shit, and you might start using like Instagram and using like all these other things and TikTok and
All right, I get it, but what do you mean by use? Like, why would you use them? Well, why would you select one over the other?
uh, they do different things. They have different audiences. They have different algorithms and different ways of reaching people. They're different mediums.
What describes those things? No, definitely. And what describes those differences? Like, because I know those parameters aren't usually privy to everybody, but you know, there seems to
Yeah,
be a method to tracking those, and there seems to be some
I
learned
was
effort towards it.
I was having somewhat of a conversation with someone earlier about the difference between YouTube as a medium and Rumble as a medium. And they said that Rumble is like well, YouTube. Your videos will go out to like a bunch of people, and the algorithm will show them to people who hate you and are quasi interested in you, and people who you like you, and people who are interested in the topic you're talking about, and people who are interested in people who are kind of like you. And on Rumble, it's gonna go out to like crazy right wingers for the most part. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
so that shapes what content you can even do.
Okay.
Uh,
But is that are you? But as long as you know and recognize that, you could still make that pivot, right? I know you. This comes between being authentic and all these things, but if it's all dictated by the algorithm and you know um the labels, then why? How could anyone tell what's not a constructed network?
what do you mean by constructed network?
Um. So, what do you think the like the physical internet is?
It's a series of tubes.
Fuck
Um,
it, mate. Yeah.
um,
Yeah, name them
servers and
too.
shit.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm not trying to get into like how I can go like really deep, I guess, into what the internet is, but like I mean, how much physical, um, like how much can you strip away from what you're doing now and still have the internet? Like, if you could only send a one and a zero to anybody in the world, would it still be the internet to you?
Uh, I guess so.
It would, right? Like, well, to you, but do you think that's like evident, or do you think that that is the same as like the social internet?
No.
Yeah, it's not, right. That's all I'm saying. Like, what's the different construction? Because the real internet really is just how can you send a one and a zero to someone else?
Yeah,
Period.
it's. I think the thing that gets in the middle there are like companies, and the companies will give you a service like your fucking social media, and that service comes at a cost. That's your sanity and your time, and like they fucking shove shit down your throat and they fucking mind control you. Not even like not even they're not even trying to mind control you. It just happens. It's because whatever is gonna make them money is what they're gonna do to you.
Yep.
They're gonna if showing you shit that turns you into a gay furry is what makes them money, then they're gonna show you shit that turns you into a gay furry.
Yeah. Okay. That's how the yeah. That's so okay. So now that segues perfect into the next question I have for you, which is I've had two experiences that I need to like track when it comes to like using Discord or using YouTube or any of these things. They're called terms of service, right?
Yeah.
Now I know about terms of service a little bit, but I've been hearing TOS, and in my job or my career that I've previously had, we had things like that called nomenclature. So, but the thing about nomenclature is that sometimes, even though it sounds like TOS might be terms of service, sometimes depending on like how often it's used in the field, it could mean something else. So, like for example, R as a nomenclature and our shorting, our abbreviations could mean reverse or it could mean relay, right? Like,
Okay.
and so you have to use the context of the nomenclature to know what the TOS stand for, right? And now I've been inside these internet communities and I've been experiencing two different TOSs. I don't like, I wanted to see if you could both, if you think they're different and if you can identify them. There's the
What do you mean?
TOSs that like odds usually be telling, be like, yo, don't, that's not TOS. Or like, yo, you can't say that. That's not TOS. Right.
Yeah.
And then there's the terms of service I could go to and read. That's a 30 fucking page document or something.
Hmm.
Like, what's the difference between those two things?
I feel like for most companies, there's different levels of uh, like on the Pirates of the Caribbean, there's like some moment where one of the fucking pirates is like, the pirate code is more of a guidelines than it is a code, and I feel like that's TOS. It's just like um, people break the TOS all the fucking time, and if they're big enough, it doesn't matter. And people don't break the TOS, and they get banned all the time. And it's just who if you're stepping on enough people's toes, and you piss off the right people, and the terms of service is written as such that they can leverage that against you in any such case. I think. But like YouTube isn't quite as bad. Like Twitch used to be really bad with that. They're getting not as bad because they don't have as much money to fucking moderate their thing like Nazis anymore. But yeah.
Okay. All right. I can see that. I agree with that too. And that makes me think, do you know what a soft system is? Like in like generally, um, well, I heard it. I'll say what it is, or at least how I learned it. Um, for the purposes of this interview, a soft system is something that comes about to expedite or make the life comfortable for the followers of hard systems. And they come about in a pseudo organic way. soft systems generally, like, let's say for example, one soft system is, and they work on different levels. So let me give you two examples of soft systems. One soft system would be the grace period to coming in late simply because the supervisor has to call individually 10 different places. And so that order and the time it takes to call 10 different places gives any single person in the system of calling 10 different places a grace period of about 15 minutes. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, the supervisor himself can't blame you for not being there at 8 o'clock if it takes him 15 minutes to check if all his employees are there at 8:15.
Yep. Yep.
Like, it takes him that long. So now in that grace period, you could be held to that grace period by anybody. But it's a soft system, right? And another one might be you might systematically not wash your clothes or you might be more inclined not to wash your clothes or more you would have habits or you would build systems to keep around dirty clothes if you did dirty job.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I've done that.
So do you think that there's any soft systems in regarding TOS, or that might be like
Oh, absolutely. So
you
you think that the people on the platform with the dirty clothes?
yeah, or like the people or the way that they carry themselves are like the dirty clothes you shouldn't have, but you have just because you got a job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's us.
like could you explain some of that, or like talk about that a little?
Well, they can't just get rid of everybody as soon as anything. They need to, yeah, they have to give you a little wiggle room. Like, so many times, I've heard, like, I've watched, like, streamers that with, like, 5 viewers. They're, like, playing, like, weird random flash games, and suddenly, like boobs flash on the screen, and they just, take it off the screen, and, like, nothing happens, because if they always did that, then you just, like, destroy all their streamers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, people can, like, say you do a call-in show, and someone jumps in and just starts screaming the N-word repeatedly, just to fuck you over. Like,
Yeah.
if they banned everybody for that, it would just be like, oh, well, now everybody knows how we can get everybody banned, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was mad insightful. I appreciate that.
they still could ban you, though. So,
Yeah, they definitely could. That's the thing, right? Like,
yeah.
they really can. They can still ban you as long as they see you or they got a reason to.
Hmm.
So, I guess another one would be like um, how important do you think the time frame is for a streamer to um consider in their endeavor?
That is not one I can answer. Um, Too long.
Okay. Let me give you up. I'll give you up. All right. So, like, one thing I heard Destiny say one day, and he was in a convo, was like, um, when you're like a streamer and you could like know everything or talk and everything, it's only cute for 5 years. It's something he said. Because a girl told him it was cute the way he used to stream, the way he used to be. It's like, yeah, that's only cute for about 5 years.
What does that mean?
You don't. I don't know. Son, you tell me. Yeah,
Is he talking about Is he talking about in relationships? Like so the girl will only think he's cute for 5 years, or does that mean after he's been doing it for 5 years, he meets a new girl and she's like, oh, you've been doing that for 5 years, it's not cute.
But do you think a career is any different, or being a streamer is different?
Well, it depends
Like,
when the girl's introduced.
So if we switch this metaphorically from a girl to an audience, is it any different?
Well, your audience, if you're a streamer like Destiny, your audience is gonna phase in and out. So like you get your hoes in, and they're gonna leave by 5 years or whatever, or like way sooner. But then new people come in and they keep switching out. So
Yeah, but they're not the same people, and they're not saying the same stuff, and they don't like or do the same things.
It depends on who you attract.
Did he track? That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. So this perfectly goes into my next point down here that I wanted to talk, which was audience capture. Are you familiar with that term?
I've heard it.
Okay.
I've heard it. Is
Um,
that the thing where you try to make a cult?
no. I don't know. Maybe so. Like I don't know too much. You know, but like the vernacular is pretty. I'm gonna I'm gonna just read it though. Something
Wait,
is
wait,
audience
wait.
capture
There's
is a
Smith
self-reinforcing.
heads. Someone just said he's calling us hoes. You're all hoes. You're Smith hoes.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I see those. If I have anybody in my YouTube chat, which I doubt, even if I did, shout out to y'all. But this smells
Yeah, this is we're in the fossilized. We're in the what is the
reinforcing.
what are like the
It's the hyperbolic psycho
oh
chamber.
yeah. I was thinking what is the era like from dinosaurs like one of the eras like when
Or the
um yeah one of
Cambrian
those
period and all that
yeah yeah
shit.
that's yeah yeah
Yeah, we bad prehistoric right now. All right, wait, hold on. You made me lose track of what I was going. Oh yeah, audience capture. I was gonna read the definition. I got it. Just so we on the same page. It'll be audience capture is a self-reinforcing feedback loop that involves telling one audience what they want to hear and getting rewarded for it.
yeah that's like making it like kind of like a cult I think.
Yeah, but well, the thing about cults, right? Um,
You see, the second ago, sorry to interrupt you. I need a second ago. So if someone in my chat says he's calling us hoes with the tier, and then I say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to call you a hoe, that creates a weird relationship between me and the people in my chat where uh, I can't bring myself to do that. You know what I mean? Like, because that's like manipulative to act
you
like
don't
that.
want to own audience capture.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you don't want to grow it or you don't want to recognize it.
uh, I want my audience not to be under my thumb. Like I'll joke that there are, like I said, you're hoes, but like calling people hoes doesn't actually make them
Yeah,
hoes, you know?
yeah, you already know BDSM is something. You can't tell them they can't be a sub, bro. If you wanted to make a space for them to be
No,
subs.
they can, but like I'm not raping them. You know, it's a difference.
Kinda, son. It's the psychic. Like that's what I'm saying. Maybe psychically a little bit, man. Like it's audience capture. I get it though. I just wanted to know. Um, I guess that does kind of segue into the next one. We'll be you won't be too crazy too long, bro. But I would like to talk about discourse versus discord. So, in a sense, do you feel like there's a difference between having discord, or having discourse off of Discord, and then having, you know, discourse on Discord when it comes to these political spaces?
Dude, you're blowing my mind right now.
I mean the Discord, like what's the real difference or what's the tangible difference between or the one that you probably could use or extract, right? For the purposes of the systems we was talking about previously. When you go on Discord, you have a different kind of discourse, right? And there's a lot more
Mm.
agency for your audience over the experience of you.
Mm.
How different is that from them discovering you in the space? Like if they was on Twitter, they seen your content, like, and is there any parallel or utility between these things?
Discord is just so much more intimate, and because I'm small, if you go into my Discord, we're pretty much friends at this point. So, I only have 250 subs on YouTube. It's probably only like 20 people that are active at all among all the people that are like there's other people that jump in and out, but like it's not that many people that are like active in my like community, so like they're basically all like I think of them all as friends. If people that aren't doing that, I just like don't see it all, so if you want to be my friend right now is the time. you know it's not,
Bro, right?
yeah,
Get him before that Discord list
you do have
others
to.
eats up and flows over, right?
What was it? There's audio echo. Okay, so there's audio echo.
It possibly be for me. I don't know.
Uh, can you say something?
Yo,
Okay, it's not my. Okay, wait. I'm gonna listen to my stream. Hold on. Uh.
yo. Yeah.
Okay, it's not my. It sounds fine to me. Okay, wait. I'm gonna listen to my stream. Hold on. Come on. Okay, it sounds. I just opened my YouTube. I just opened my YouTube and it sounds fine. Are you sure? Are you still? Is it still doing that? Are you still? All right, nobody's saying anything. All right, let's just continue. No, it's not. They said that it's on me. It's not on you.
All right, that's all right. All right. You would like to continue? We'll be talking about Discord versus discourse. How, do you
Wait.
have anything?
Sorry. Hold on. I gotta try one more thing. Sorry.
Okay.
Uh. Um. Two Smiths. Two. Smith. Oh. Two Smith. Okay, I fixed it.
Nice.
Okay.
I see you rocking with the voice meter too, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
All good. So, I wanted to specifically see if you, over the time we've been moving together or moving in tandem, or the time you've been before me as you are my senpai, uh, have you extracted any tangible value from your time on Discord for your online discourse?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I
Also,
meet a lot of people, network through Discord, meet people to talk to on Discord, use Discord like we're using it right now to have the call to talk. And yeah, I'm just meet a lot of people. It's good.
but
What do you?
what of the systems? Um, it seems a little disconnected from the social system online, right? With the YouTube and the Twitter and or is
It's
it
like
just
more intimate.
when does it? Yeah, but when does it like pay off? When does like the intimacy? Do you see or do you have any idea on how systematically you being on Discord meeting people could manifest as like a social reality?
Um, I don't know. I think it has.
I think it is too. I think it has, yeah. But like what is that though? Is that something that's markable, trackable? I don't feel like it's in the narrative.
Yeah, I mean, I put my announcements in there, a lot of my announcements. Twitter isn't even that great. Um,
I don't
I
either.
don't like it. Um,
I don't either. Well, I like it for what you could post there and how, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, I like that I can post porn on Twitter, but that's about it. Like,
Yeah, so,
guess I could post porn on Discord, but I don't want to.
why not?
I don't want to. Well, I mean, none of
It's
my
all right.
own. No, I don't. No, not on my Discord. No.
Yeah, yeah, nah, I already know. It's like, look, yeah, all right, look, I got another because that's a. How about I give you a little out, right, for what you for, for where you go with that commentary, right? Because that's a little dicey, bro. I
What?
was just gonna say that you value the organic aspect of posting maybe on a social media platform than like a server where everyone has to join, right?
Yeah.
All right. So do you think that, but is the internet, right? Like, is it organic? Is it organic to be posting on Twitter? Like, is it
No,
any real different? It's not, right? From Discord, and like, what's the difference?
Discord's just more intimate. That's it. Like posting
Okay,
on Twitter is
what the
like
fuck is
posting.
that?
Posting on Twitter is like when you're at the beach and you see an airplane like dragging like a banner behind it,
Mhm.
and it's got like a picture of a dick. And posting on Discord is like walking up to people on the beach and showing them your dick.
You
It's
showing them your dick.
that's the difference. It's a more intimate thing.
Okay. So what? I don't know what enables that difference. Is it just because? Is it
someone
personally,
someone
or is
in
it?
my chat just said, 80 and C says the infamous evil fossil sup. If you
Yo, what's
wanted to
up?
check him out, just is all his socials are in my description right now.
What's up? Good looks. Um. So if not, if the internet isn't organic, why isn't it?
I think it's like so I guess you could say I think that like AOL back in the day or like 4chan and shit is kind of organic. And then all these layers of bullshit from the companies that give us services in exchange for some rights, almost like governments. And
Hmm.
really, and they get in the way, and that's where it becomes less organic, more weird, more.
How far along? So what do you think? How far along do you think that process is, and do you think it's too big to fail?
Um, I think it'll probably. I don't know. I
I don't
hope it's
know.
too. I hope it's gonna fail.
So you banking on it? Are you banking on that
I
shit?
don't know. If I was a betting man, this wouldn't be the kind of bet that I would not
What you
hedge. I would
think?
hedge this bet. So I don't know.
Really? All right. You just
Yeah,
dollar
I don't
cost
know.
average and wait it
I don't
out.
know. We live in interesting times.
What would you do, or what would you like to see if that could change? If that
I wish
if
that
so,
Elon
yeah.
Musk actually made Twitter free speech zone. Like people still getting banned for dumb shit.
Mhm.
Um, I actually want free speech. I want I want them to fucking age gate things and like and checks people's age verification for shit. So that way we can do whatever the fuck we want. And we don't have to worry about kids. You know what? Kids being in places with adults makes the adults fucking stupid too. It's not just that we have to protect the kids from the
I like
adults.
that.
I wanted like
Well,
adults to be protected from the kids because the kids just like mingle amongst the adults and we're like you think they're an adult and they're fucking a moron and they're like loud fucking morons and it just makes everybody fucking stupid, dude.
okay, no, I get that. But
It's like
why is
having
that
it's like being in
though?
like a fucking like a boardroom or whatever and then like a kid comes in like with like two kids stacked in like a trench coat and like a big hat and they're like,
Yeah.
oh yes, we should eat oranges for breakfast, yes, or like whatever. I don't know. And I am an
All right.
adult, yeah, and it's like fuck.
All right. But you know, on the internet, they damn near get away with that way more than adults get away with the opposite. Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
It's
think
just,
that's
it's just,
true?
I just don't, I don't think they should be mingling at all. Like, they should
Well,
not be
I
mingling.
don't think it's something you can stop, can you?
No, it is. So, something that I discovered. So, like, if you use Tinder, once in a while you'll come across like a profile, and it'll be like, this is clearly someone in underage, and if you like look into it and you Google it, Tinder has okay. So like, if you make an OnlyFans account, because I've made one, I'm not using it, but I've made one like
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. They make you take a picture of your photo ID and then a picture of your face, and they use a system that doesn't save onto any database, so it's pretty
Yeah.
secure, and it makes sure it takes like a couple days, and it makes sure that your ID and your age are verified, and you go through. And if you're not of age, you can't make an OnlyFans account. It's gonna be hard. Um, they have the
Oh,
same fucking system for Tinder. They only roll it out in states that legally force them to use it, because putting that system in place loses them money. Because letting the minors be on Tinder
right.
makes them money. What the
Yes.
fuck? Ugh! Get them the
But that's
fuck
only
off of
from your
Tinder.
perspective. But that's only from your perspective. From Tin's perspective, it's just it's a risk assessment system that just tries to price out capable children. I mean, when in the grander scheme of things, I think the children who get caught up in those situations are probably savvy enough or deep enough in the internet to get caught. So, in my perspective, I think like the average number of versus the effort for the method you're talking about is kind of especially knowing how easy um
Yeah, but
obfuscation get,
they
and
already
especially with the man babies today.
yeah, but they already have the system in place. They already have developed this. They could just implement
But
it.
you have AI coming out with like deep fake in like a couple of
Yeah,
years,
make
bro,
like
five
that's
years.
I don't buy that kind of argument. That's like saying like I think we should be allowed to have guns, but one of the arguments I hate for like the gun shit is like the pro gun argument that I hate is like, well, if you make them illegal, people just buy them illegally. Yeah, so no shit. If you make
I
killing
mean,
people illegal, people will just kill people illegally. Like the point of making something illegal is to make it illegal, so that
no,
when
the
you do
point is
it,
the point is to enforce
yeah,
um
you can't
the
enforce.
legality of that in a certain area with power
Yes,
because it
you
will
can't
manifest
enforce it if
itself.
it's not illegal.
What do you, yeah,
Just
what do you
because
mean?
people are gonna break a law doesn't mean that you shouldn't make it illegal.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that you shouldn't make decisions to build the system against like you're building a reactionary system, right? Like you're building something that has to see the problem first before it even solves it. Like
No,
you have yeah,
I
like
just want age verification. That's all I want.
yeah, age verification is only a problem after people've been found not having their age verifiable. I
No,
mean,
no, to
bro,
make it on to with age verification.
In South Korea, you think that Americans or like in Korea and South Korea, when they play games or like most of like for a long time, especially in the thousands, they had to like have their social security number to even have an account on
Hell
the
yeah,
game, right?
hell yeah.
But they still circumvented that. You
Sure,
can
it's
still
gonna be
buy
hard.
accounts.
Make it as hard as possible. Make it
All
really,
that
really
does,
hard.
but that's what I'm saying. All you're doing is
Every three
actually
years, add another layer.
but then you're doing is isolating the very intellectually adept children to find their way perfectly into the internet
Okay.
environment.
Well, those
That
children are gonna.
bro,
Okay. In both scenarios, those children find their way onto Tinder and then fuck older people. In both scenarios. Except in one of those scenarios, a shit ton of children don't. And those are the other children. So we should
No,
still make it.
I
We
don't
should
think. I
still
think it's
do age
actually
verification.
negligible.
It
I think it's
protects.
actually negligible. You want to know why? It's no. You want to know why? Because I have a conversation about this about taboos, right? And the purpose of taboos, and the thought that just because people are talking about it and people are having the discourse does not mean that more people are doing it or less people are doing it. Actually, I think is negligible. Like when people engage in taboos, regardless, and the people who engage in taboos when they don't even have social discourse for it are not gonna be stopped. They're not gonna be stopped under any circumstance, and they're gonna get what they're gonna get regardless because they don't need the social discourse to even see them in order to get it. But then when you start talking about something and you make it a taboo, you have two different groups of people. You have people in the unknown, like that didn't know about the situation, that now try to do it and get exposed and get caught. But you also have those who are, they lose their ability to be unique in a situation and they become obvious. Like, all right, so for what I mean is that if you had like a playground where literal predators could just prey, the smart intellectual kids that usually they will prey on and bait in with grander ideas of control and power on the internet, they would like or so-called grooming, those kids would be more obvious because there's more kids to guide their behavior. They won't be able to obfuscate as an adult as well as they do when there's more, like more stuff in place to prevent them from being such.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't. I don't agree.
okay, I mean,
I don't
why
agree.
wouldn't you, why don't you think that those two different kinds of people are
I think that in both situations, with age verification or without age verification, these smart little fuckers that are just so keen and so smart are still going to find their way in both ways. It's going to be really
yes.
hard with the age verification stuff. They're going to have to fucking learn some tech, okay? So they're going to have to fucking go to school to fucking fuck adults on
I don't
Tinder if
think they
they
gotta
want to
go to
want to do
school.
that.
You're going too
But
hard.
so in both situations, these little smart motherfuckers are getting their way in. But in one of those situations, a shit ton of kids aren't, the ones that aren't fucking putting in like a year of fucking 3 months of studying or whatever. I don't know, learning all these tech. I don't know. Like the most kids are not gonna do that. So let's make it so that they don't. Like put the thing in place so they don't. Just because people are going to kill people anyway doesn't mean you shouldn't make killing people illegal. But that means that the psychopaths are going to now blend in because everybody's not killing people. So the ones that are really smart, the real killers, are going to be able to get away with. No, just make killing illegal. Put age verification so that kids can't get on Tinder. Put it on so they can't
Same
get on
thing, bro.
Twitch.
It's not the same thing.
It is the same
I
thing.
mean, the totality of killing versus just lying and obfuscating for a temporary period
Yes.
of time.
So you kill and then you lie about it.
No, but
Same
there's a
thing.
dead body. There's an existence out of reality. When a
Well,
person changes their identity, when a person buys an account, they're not
that
dead. Nobody died.
the dead body is their ID and their face and
Yeah,
their age
exactly. And
verification
that's not a
process.
real
That's the
dead
dead
body,
body.
bro.
And if we don't make it,
Not
if
a
we don't
dead
put
body,
age
bro.
verification in, there's going to be no dead body.
Not a dead body, bro.
The
Like
dead body is
it's
going to
not.
be the kid that gets raped.
All right, so I get where you're going with this, but just understand that like we can even pivot this into the prison industrial complex and how trapping, like making stuff illegal that criminals is doing actually don't stop crime. It actually just breed more
Bull,
criminals.
bullshit. No,
Like
that
it's
no
the
no make
same thing, bro.
no. I
Because
don't agree.
honestly, all right, man,
No
all
no
right.
wait.
This
There's a
is
part of
what I'm
that I
saying.
agree with. Part of that I agree. I agree with that we need to completely reform prisons. But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean we
just like
shouldn't make things
you
illegal.
need to completely reform what it takes to verify. You don't need an ID, and you don't need and you don't need age. I don't think those things are
I
actually
do.
what should dictate your fucking being on the internet, dead ass, and
I
having
think
access to this much.
no to
No
be around
age,
adults doing
no,
sexual shit. Yeah,
bro. There's like fucking 40-year-old, fucking 12-year-olds online. Like
yeah,
no,
they shouldn't be.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like age verification is the bullshit though.
No,
Like it's not. It's not. all right.
We're not going
I'm
to move on
saying that
this.
there's other ways of verification that you could get away with, especially when AI comes, that will circumvent both age and the need to like understand that people are like socially inept, like they just can't do it socially, and they actually relate to and prey on kids when they want to fill their vices. Those people
Yeah,
and
those
children
people
can
shouldn't
both
be
be
around.
marked out. Huh?
No, those people, those socially inept people, have an ID and they have a birth certificate that says
So
that
get
they
rid of
are
the ID and the birth
34 fucking
certificate,
years
bro.
old.
That's you. Get rid of the age verification. Stop verifying on age.
No,
Verify.
start verifying on age.
Oh, all
Because
right.
those socially inept adults should not be around kids.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Get them off the internet.
No, make it so
Why
that the
not?
kids make it so that the kids cannot go into sexual active places. Like so.
Bro, it's easier to get those guys off the internet because you
No,
have
it's
more
not.
time, exposure, and
It's
yes, it
way
is.
harder. How
Listen,
do you fucking measure that
a
shit? You
kid,
can't. There's no
a kid,
number. There's
you
a.
don't know how smart a kid is. A kid has not had that much time or don't even have that much of an intellectual footprint for you to even find them. But a
So kids are just
50-year-old
too.
man, you know how long that motherfucker been doing shit. You can find him.
No.
You can track
So
that.
so yeah, after he's done crime, then you can
No,
try to
not
track it
after he's
after.
done crime now. I know what it takes to find a 50-year-old man now. I don't exactly know what it takes to find a 10-year-old kid now
I do.
unless I
Age
define a
verification.
10-year-old kid.
Age
No,
verification
listen,
is how you find them.
son, age verification is not how you find no 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
not.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
son. You've obviously never been a 10-year-old kid on the internet, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Because when I was a 10-year-old kid on the internet, ain't nobody know me.
Right.
They didn't need
Okay.
to. And
Okay.
most
So
of the time
you should
they lurk.
try to make
99.999% of the time they lurkers.
try to make try to make an OnlyFans account without your ID, without any verification of your age. Go try to do that, and you're not going to be successful.
Why
And
do
if
I
you
do that?
are, if
All
you
I
are,
gotta
it's
do
going
is
to be
go
really
4chan.
hard.
All I gotta do is go to 4chan and then ask on a board there, can you guys send me some OnlyFans nudes? And then they're gonna send me to
Well,
a
yeah,
forum.
you didn't get it. You didn't. No.
Download a
I'm
few
saying
links.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying make an account on OnlyFans. You cannot. It's going to be really. Yeah, so make it so that that's the system in place for Tinder. Make it so that's the system in place for Discord. Make it so that when kids are on Discord, they're not allowed to go into fucking porn Discords.
I mean,
Simple.
it's fine. Then I'll just go to porn somewhere else on the internet.
You're not a kid. You can go wherever you want. Yeah,
What?
so the go like this. People use the same argument. If you make, I think we should have guns, but if you make guns illegal, then people will just go to the black market. Sure, but there's gonna be way less people because it's way harder to fucking find the black market. Not everybody
Not
fucking
true.
knows how to fucking buy
That's
guns.
actually not true. That is actually middleman mentality, bro. That's not true.
That's true.
All you're doing
I don't know
is
how to find the black
operating-
market.
Listen, the guns don't go nowhere. The crime is don't just disappear because you said it disappeared. It goes somewhere.
You
The
make it
people you
okay.
don't
Let's
know
change the
somewhere.
topic because we're not moving anywhere on this.
Alright. But I'm just trying to say that like age verification in itself, bro, I don't see why you're so stuck on that when you could have
Mhm.
something that encapsulates both children's patterns and those of children seekers. And like you use that to
Children, a
in
child
Huh?
does not have proof that they are above age. There's no indicator. There's no
Exactly.
way. There's no single number. There's no birth certificate. There's no mark on someone's forehead that indicates that they're socially inept, such that if they are around children, that they're gonna be the ones that does something weird. No, you're not gonna be able to figure that out. You're just not.
Not what I'm asking to figure out. That's not what you're trying to figure out. You're asking the wrong questions or you're building systems.
You were
that
saying you
answer-
could find them.
No, because there are questions you can ask and you can solve other situations and questions. You really don't think that if I designated why children and 50-year-old men in the day or system that I have, why they can connect if I sever that connection with
Yes.
with the system today, not with no verification
Yes.
to allow that connection actually
Disallow.
obliterated. Yes. You do not. I don't. At that point, I don't need age verification to stop them from meeting.
How do you stop
don't.
them without it?
I have to designate what I'm talking about. Obviously, if I had the answers, then I would tell you this. But I'm telling you that there's an inherent reactionary problem with age verification that's not
No, there's
proactive.
not.
All
Yes,
you
it is.
need is a proactive child or a proactive person to still enact a crime. And
Yes,
all
okay.
you're doing when you have
People
age
still kill
verification
people.
is saving sheep. You're just saving the people that listen to you.
Good.
You're not solving the problem.
We
And then
solved it
what
for the
happens
sheep.
when your resources run out? Because to be honest, that's actually what's happening now. You don't know, honestly. We've been losing moderators. Like there's less moderators on Twitch, there's less moderators in Discord, there's less moderators on because the
Yeah.
economy and people just not having, even when you call phones and do stuff.
Well, the
Age
good thing about
verification
age
getting
verification is it's
so much better.
automated. So you don't need people to do it. You just need
Now I
people
can
to
get an
make it.
AI to circumvent it. And you said I'm not allowed to go there. But now you're saying that you
If you
need
make
to
an
do the
AI circumvent it, you make it smarter. This is with every single fucking technology. I used to write fucking web crawlers. Okay, so you make a web crawler for fucking Target.com, and then in 1 month they have a fucking dev team on it, so that in 1 month they're gonna change shit so that your fucking web crawler no longer works. So every single month you're gonna have an arms race where every single month they're gonna upgrade it, and you're gonna upgrade your thing, and they're gonna upgrade it, and
OnlyFans
you
not
keep an
doing
eye.
that, bro.
Yeah, and so you can do the same fucking thing. Have one fucking dev team on age verification for fucking Twitter.
You arguing in fighting games they have rollback net code versus delay based net code, and it's very objectively obvious that rollback net code is the best way, but they still use delay based net code because in Japan especially because it's a tiny fucking country and they don't give a shit about that many connections. What I'm saying is like OnlyFans and these companies are not as adherent to laws and you are just blanket attributing like a ridiculous existential amount of basically the same shit they was telling mother to do in order to verify her, even though she told like multiple times, you know,
You know, it's
that
not
she
shouldn't be public. It should be private. She should, whoever the fuck should verify
well the chances
privately
are
with the thing that doesn't even save their data. It's like it's secure, it's encrypted, and it's deleted instantly, so that you know when they go on whether they're 18 or above or below.
son, she had more verification than anybody I've ever seen on the internet
Okay,
yet,
okay.
but she got banned
I don't know anything about that.
from the mentality, but the reason why is because it was the mentality you're talking about now that they were adhering to, where you like the simple fact that you need to get rid of the elements that risk the law, like you just have to get rid of those elements. Like she is an anomaly
You
that
said they got it wrong, right? You said they got it wrong, right?
they got it wrong, but they
Right.
still adhere. Yeah.
So in my
Well,
system, where they
nobody,
use
they
photo ID and shit, it's not gonna be wrong.
nobody but nobody else in that discord wouldn't even exist if everybody had to show photo ID.
Yeah,
It literally
less
would.
people will go on. Yeah,
It
unless
wouldn't.
you make it
Oh,
ubiquitous across the internet.
honestly, discord probably would die if everybody had to
Yeah,
show photo ID. It would
yeah.
just die. So you're just gonna kill off these
Do
platforms.
it to
Like that's all.
Discord. Do it to Twitter. Do it to Facebook. Do it to YouTube. Do it to OnlyFans. Do it to Tinder.
And I'm the fucking
And then let's see
bro.
how much the internet dies. I don't think it
And
will.
I'm the bomber. Okay, bro. Of course it won't, because there'll
You
be
pass a
ones in the
law that
no
says that you make it a law that they have to do this,
that they
and
have
then
to.
yeah, every
But
single
you know what
fucking
they're gonna
company.
do, right? That's true. They do that, but you know what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna get a they're gonna do the same thing they did. Oof, I don't even know if I want to get us exposed to that level of fucking schizo yet. Where they was like with the shit. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring that shit up. I'm talking about the C event that happened. Like, I'm not gonna talk about that shit or
Uh,
any kind of conspiracy in regard to that stuff. But what I want to say is that these companies and these regulators and these regulations, when it comes to having age verification and when it comes to enforcing these things, it's always going to be price tag, right? They
right.
ain't never going to care about the fucking kids, and they're never going to care about the adults or the language or any of that. It's all data points, and it's all risk assessment. but they still adhere to the social narrative and what people value and what people are asking of them. So I feel like if we ask a better ask of them in terms of like the direction of moderation that they're gonna take. Because I mean I get where you're going with this age verification thing, but like I said, um, it'll turn into ones and zeros again. A lot of companies will die, social media platforms will die, and then
I don't.
kind of the goblins will run free, bro. Like goblins will literally take over instantaneously, bro. If you don't do it over time, and
No,
you don't like,
I think you have to do it. No, I think you have to do it all at once. If you do it over time, the goblins will run free. I think if you do it all at once, you make it a law so that it's ubiquitous across all these platforms. Then they're all gonna put it in place, and then everybody's gonna have to get used to it, and then it's done. I think if you do it slowly, if you do one company at a time, I think it's gonna kill just companies at a time, and then it's gonna like new ones will pop up. You just have to make it a standardized practice and standardized law. Everybody's gonna have to fucking get used to it. All you have to do is you fucking take a picture of your ID and then have your picture of your face. That's all you have to do. Like, and it takes a day to verify you. This is just part of life. I think that should be part of life.
yeah, sure. I mean, all right, yeah, I could dig it. What you want UBI when this go down?
UBI, what?
Universal basic income because you're about to
Yeah,
obliterate mad jobs, bro.
it's not gonna build a job.
And not yeah, what? Oof. You know what I mean? Middleman, you're about to get rid of, son. I'm telling you. I look.
It's gonna make jobs.
Yeah, it is gonna make jobs by removing them and building new systems that need new jobs. Like it's not gonna be the same people doing the same stuff. I don't know. Maybe companies like to pivot, but I don't think they have too much of like personal agency over pivoting people with that kind of responsibility. I don't know.
There's
That's
there's something in Europe. I forget what it's called. Some form you can fill out. I think it's the EU. This happened. I don't know, like so many years ago, like 10 years ago, and they passed something that made it so that if you request for a company to delete all data on you, they have to be able to say, okay, yes, we will delete all data you have on you. It's
yeah.
unprecedented. Like, and so that exists in Europe. Doesn't exist in the United States. But if you call them up and you say that you filled this form out and shit, they're probably gonna do it because they don't have the money to fucking filter through and figure out that you're not from there.
Yes.
But so that is something that when that law was passed, every social media company, just like we're saying with the age verification, every single fucking one of these companies, every single fucking YouTube, everything, they had to now hire a bunch of dev teams and they had to build this system to allow them to fucking do this. And it's a big deal. It's cost companies millions of dollars. It did not destroy the world. No. We should do more shit like that.
All right, look, when you keep saying that they destroy the world, bro, like I know systematically that that's cap. The world is being destroyed. So I mean, the destruction you're always referring to is like um subjective. It's self-contained within the systems that are in power. That you see that if they are destroyed, then maybe you might consider the world being destroyed. But to a lot of people, the world is already fucking done. Um, I think that's a sentiment that a lot of countries also take, especially when it comes to looking at us, or at least America or the West as a
I'm here, you're here. We're talking. So
you
as
know, we
long as
are, yeah,
as long as I got a breath in my fucking throat, I'm gonna fucking fight. I'm not gonna
yeah,
give up. The world's over. Fuck it. Okay, well why don't we all no, the world's not over. I'm not gonna just lay down in my bed. Why don't I just lay down over there? I'll bring the mic over there, I'll lay on my bed and talk to you. That's all I'm saying. So the world's over.
yeah.
No.
So, yeah. So goblin out is definitely a thing though. I think letting goblins run wild for a little bit is all right. And so I could get on board with that. I'm lawful evil, kind of like an anarchist too. So as long as I have like a social structure or a group that's
If things collapsed as you think, then we should have that.
yeah. So that in life, I think people are very appreciative of life. But when I think things collapse, I really think um so all right, I won't hold you too much longer. I gotta get out of here. It's about an hour. Um, but I do want to think leave you with like these thoughts, or at least the thoughts of like posturing what's really happening with the dialogue today. From where I'm coming from, I'm starting to see two different things, right? Like I'm seeing the advent of the unnecessary good, and the more terrifying thing is the we're at the precipice of infinite individual agency, and a lot of people are coping with that in a very difficult manner, because a lot of people bought into systems and stuff that they thought would take them well into their new age, but especially when we've been defined by a new age of the internet. We thought, we was due for another revolution for a little bit, but things coming, son. And I think that uh it's a lot more dreadful in my brain to think of everyone having to deal with an existential infinite agency over an abyss around them, and not being able to tell whether or not everyone who has the same amount of energy or agency is friend or foe. Um, and that shit will suck a lot more than if AI Skynetted all of us. And when it
Right.
comes
So
to, Mhm.
I think that these companies have no rules and basically are basically like governments. Like they used to be completely freedom on the internet, cooling out, and these companies now exist, and their laws that they enforce on their platforms are not for us. They're to protect themselves and they're to make money. So I think that we should make laws that make it so that those companies have to be in our best interest.
I agree, but um, I think that's too slow, bro. Unless you burn it down. You know how long the court system take, and the narrative change in a week. The amount of paperwork, and they even got AIs to just like it's easier to ask an AI to circumvent a law than it is to define a law. Think about that, bro. Like a AI it really is 1,001 different ways to get around the law, and there's only one law. So when you define a law, like it's hard. It needs human ingenuity to truly understand the context laws are needed in. But an AI already knows instantaneously the verbiage necessary to circumvent the law. So I would watch it with like shit like Chat GPI and all this shit coming out and giving too much agency to written law. I'd look out for that, son. It's tough. Because some people, I mean, lawyers, real lawyers, like even today, they already got like 50-page documents when they right before they even talk to people. It's kind of bananas, and so you can take from that what you will. So,
Yeah, I
oh,
think we
stuff.
just need the laws. Um, yeah. Someone in chat just said, haven't heard of Evil Fox before, but he seems super chill. He is
Yeah,
super chill.
yo, good look.
Yeah, I hear that him and Sam Hyde, they're they're
Looking at each other in a
uh
way. Yeah, my man Smith. This is a soul brother here. I meet him and I see him, and we moving in tandem. Um, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to meet me in my hyperbolic psychic chamber.
mhm,
Where we do have a little bit of sparring. We do sparring, right? I've
mhm.
seen you see me, in the word arena. We're not there yet. We're just sparring, bro. But I appreciate your perspective. And I think I did get a lot out of this. I think I did get some answers that I
Yeah,
was looking
I
for.
got a lot of it too.
All right, Smith.
All right,
Thanks again
nice
for
talking
coming
to you.
through, bro. All right, later, yo.
Later. Thanks for tuning in. This is your retard speaking. I'll see you guys next time. I'm streaming with Aaron on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Aaron Green. And I'll see you then. Thank you for tuning in.